So today we're going to be looking at the volume of rectangular prisms. By the end of this lesson, you want to be able to find the volume of rectangular prisms. So let's do a couple quick definitions. A rectangular prism is a three-dimensional figure or shape with two parallel bases that are congruent rectangles. Volume is the amount of space inside a three-dimensional figure. So in other words, it's what it can hold. And cubic units are the units used to measure volume, because basically it's how many little cubes could an object hold. So if we look at my example here of this cube here, and this one I don't have it separated out, so we just assume it's 1 unit by 1 unit by 1 unit. So this would be equivalent to 1 unit cubed, or 1 cubic unit. On our next example, you can see I have a few more cubes put together. Here we have 3 across the top, 3 across the bottom. So if you look, it's 3 across the bottom, 1 deep, and 2 high, or it holds 6 units cubed. And that's what the little 3 means, because it's three-dimensional. Using that information, we can construct a formula for the volume of a rectangular prism. It is the product of the prism's length, width, and height. In other words, volume is equal to length times width times height. So for here, we have a length of 6, a width of 8, and a height of 6. So our volume is just equal to 6 times 8, and the order really doesn't matter, remember. So we have 6 times 6 times 8. This would hold 288 cubic feet in that box. Now the volume of any prism we can translate what we know here to the volume of any prism. The volume of any prism is found using the product of the area of its base and its height. Because really, if you think about it, the rectangular base is length times width, which is the first two parts, find its height. So we can do big B times H, where big B is the area of its base. So why don't you go ahead and pause the video and see if you can figure out these two problems on your own. I have a storage container at home that I keep cereal in to keep it fresher. What is the volume of my storage container? So in this case, we have volume equals 12 times 8 times 3. And if I do that, 12 times 8 times 3, I get 288 inches cubed. My fish tank at home is 25 inches long, 18 inches wide, and 12 inches deep. How much water can my tank hold? So its volume is 25 times 19 times 12. So if I calculate that out, I get that it can hold 5,700 cubic inches of water.